Hello, my name is Jacob Wren. I will be reading from my book, Dry Your Tears to Perfect Your Aim, which is a finalist for the 2024 Big Other Fiction Award. And I'll just read a little bit. My walking is now filled with the darkest thoughts. Am I simply walking forward through space, across territory, or am I also walking historically forward through time, simultaneously backward and forward through history? I realize I haven't spoken to anyone since leaving my friend's apartment like a thief in the night, leaving my note and taking with me her more brilliant and eloquent letter, and I'm supposed to be the writer. I start to think about all the stated reasons for this war and other wars like it. For humanitarian reasons, every time an expensive humanitarian bomb landed on civilians, it was enough to turn even the most optimistic Pollyanna into a hardened cynic. To fight communists, to fight terrorists, to stop the spread of communism or terrorism or extremism or something else. To help people, to improve the lot of women, because we're right and they're wrong. Because why do they hate us, and why do they hate our way of life? Because war has always existed and will always exist. To increase the quantity of democracy in the world. Because we have a responsibility to the world and to freedom. For strategic reasons. To stop a domino from setting off all the other dominoes. And then I move on to what I think the reasons are for this war and so many others. Because our leaders need therapy. Because a bully needs a victim. Because so-called powerful men are deeply insecure. So politicians in favor of war can get elected or re-elected by voters in favor of war. To make money. To placate the arms industry and their high-priced lobbyists. To justify never-ending increases in the military budget, to distract from rampant domestic problems, to bring certain natural resources and labor into the jurisdiction of the global marketplace, to ensure these resources most benefit the capitalists doing the bombing and least benefit the people being bombed. Because it's easier to kill people who look and sound different than you. Because hatred takes on a life of its own. To explain to the world that you do it our way or suffer the consequences. Because a protection racket needs to constantly ensure no one steps out of line or seeks protection elsewhere. So they can set up permanent military bases to keep surrounding countries in line. Because there is no alternative. Because there is only room for one empire at a time.